Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's not clear, it's dark. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me. Fumi Lola says, good evening, Diksha Queen. Happy birthday. Afalabi says, I can hear you. Omoni says, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I'm impressed. Somebody's giving me virtual cakes. Please send it to my house. Send the original cake to my house. My sisters love cake like nothing else. They've been stressing me on giving them one cake. So just help my life and send the cake to my house. I'm back now. Good evening. Let me share my slide. So I welcome you to tonight's class, tagged common grammar errors and their corrections. Before I kickstart, I'd like you to know that tonight or today is not my birthday. I just had to put this tonight to give you a perfect pre-birthday treat. My birthday is tomorrow, 19th of July. Every year you get to celebrate the Diction Queen. May God spare our lives. So today is 18th. Today isn't my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow, 19th. Tonight's treat is a perfect pre-birthday treat. However, I appreciate everyone who has wished me. Thank you so kindly. For those that have given me virtual gift, I sincerely appreciate it. But of course, I would appreciate it more if you give me a physical gift. Okay, let's kickstart because I don't want tonight to be very long. And don't worry, tomorrow I'm going to dance for you. I'll go live and dance because there is a whole lot. The YouTube link has been sent to the group. Victoria, the YouTube link has been sent to the WhatsApp group. So you would get it in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Salami. Salami says happy birthday in advance. Yes, I hope you saw that post I made talking about not saying happy birthday in Adi. Adi is not a short form of advance. I understand that Gen Z like to say Adim to make it short, to write in the short form, but Adi does not mean the short form of advance. Adi is a slang. It means address. So when you say happy birthday in Adi, it means you're saying happy birthday in address or something like that. But of course, you can say happy birthday in advance. And also, if you are wishing someone late, don't say happy birthday in arrears. We do not use arrears for birthdays. We use arrears. We use arrears for somebody says I can't hear you, please. Please, if you can't hear me, you can just go on YouTube. You can just watch via YouTube. I want to believe you didn't join with your audio. That's why you cannot hear me. So you can just join on YouTube to avoid all of this. Timmy says I share the same birthday date with your wife. Happy birthday to her. My regards to her. I wish her long life, prosperity, and all the good things she wishes herself. So please treat her well tomorrow and do not forget the diction coin too. Okay, let's go ahead. So when you wish someone late, make sure you're not saying happy birthday in arrears. We do not use arrears for birthdays. We use arrears for payment. So if you're paying late, then you can say in arrears, E to C. But when it comes to birthday, you can say belated. You can use the adjective belated. So you could say belated birthday wishes, belated birthday greetings, or happy belated birthday, right? Okay, so that being said, let's move to why we're here. Thank you, everyone. I might not be able to mention everyone's name who I said happy birthday, but I appreciate everybody. Thank you so kindly. You mean a lot to me. Without you, I wouldn't be here tonight. You know, I would always brag online that I have 67 followers. Without all of you, I'm nothing. That's the truth. So I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. So tonight, two things will happen. The first is you will learn how to improve your everyday grammar. And of course, you learn few commonly misused expressions, wrong grammars that we use, why they are wrong, and how you can even learn on your own. And secondly, you would be one of the first people to have the chance to discover my birthday giveaway that is worth 150,000. You would be getting it for free. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this, especially the birthday giveaway part, is because my wish for this year's birthday is to reach out to the disadvantaged people, the needy, the people we'll call less privileged, even though in the dictionary there is no word like less privileged. In the Oxford Dictionary, I haven't confirmed from other dictionaries, but the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, there is no word like less privileged. We can say disadvantaged people. We can say the needy, and so many other words. There are about 7 phrases or expressions that we could use to qualify them. I really want to reach out to them, and that's one of the reasons why I am doing this. And I hope, or let me say, I trust you that you'd help me to make this dream come true. So congratulations again that you're here tonight. First, congratulations that you're spending my night with me. Congratulations also that you get access to my massive birthday giveaway. And of course, you would learn. So do you agree? You must have heard people say things like grammar kills. Do you agree? If you agree, let me know in the chat. If you agree that grammar is capable of killing a human being, let me know in the chat. If you don't agree as well, please let me know in the chat. Whether you're on YouTube or you are on Zoom, let me know in the chat. Somebody, Busala, you can't hear me. Busala, please join via YouTube. Join via YouTube. You will be able to hear me. Okay. Some people says, no, I don't agree. No, I don't agree. Okay, one person already says, yes, I agree. Okay, Ahmed says, yes, grammar kills. Grammar doesn't kill. Mustafa said that. Adeyemi said, definitely. Falashade says, I agree. Victoria says, I agree. It kills. Paco that says, I agree. Moses said, yes, it can kill. Timothy says, I disagree. Blessing says, I disagree. Okay, well done. Well done. If you can't hear me again, please join via YouTube. The YouTube link has been sent to the group. Okay, whether you disagree or you don't disagree, you're still my friend. You're all still my friend. But then let me buttress my point. Let me give my point more foundation. Now look at this expression. Crocodiles do not swim here. Crocodiles do not swim here. Look at this big, massive, let me just call it an ocean. And somebody is telling you crocodiles do not swim here. Whereas that person intends to say something else. But if you are are very gullible, just this and go into this. What you think you want? With crocodile because you feel crocodiles do not crocodile, and your life might be. Instead, this person was supposed to have written crocodiles, comma, do not swim here. This is telling you that, hey, run away. But without these punctuation marks, which of course, punctuation is a part of grammar, you would think that the person who has written this said that crocodiles don't swim in this ocean. Feel free to swim, and your life might be at risk. But some of you that says grammar can't kill, do you believe grammar can kill now? In case you're still not convinced that grammar can kill, look at this also. Let's eat grammar. This person is telling you, Timmy, Blessing, Victoria, let's go and eat grammar. We don't need grammar again. Let's get our cutlass, cut grammar into pieces, put her in the pot, cook her or roast her, and eat grammar. But of course, that isn't what that person intends to say, or that isn't what that person intends to write. This person would have intended to say something like, let's eat grandma, inviting grandma to come eat. Grandma, it's time. Let us eat. Let's eat. But of course, Iboniye, so it can kill. Who said that? Let me see the name. Dr. Lao, very funny doctor. Yes, it can. So imagine this person didn't put the right punctuation mark and just say, let's eat grandma. So if someone is gullible, we can end up killing grandma and eating grandma. These and many other reasons are why people say, or why I strongly believe grammar kills. Imagine you write something in your office that has to do with a huge sum of money for those of us that are professionals, and you didn't use the right grammar. Maybe you didn't use the right punctuation, or you didn't even use the right word. And you're talking to someone who has another meaning of what you're saying. So what happens to that money? You get to miss that money. You get to lose it. So indeed, grammar kills. I can go on and on and on to give you examples of expressions that people have written in the past, and it has in one way or the other killed them. Sometimes it can kill your writing, making you sound less professional. Sometimes it can kill your speaking. Many times when we speak, people do not really notice, but there are some critical ones that people get to notice, and it reduces your professionalism or the respect they have for you. Sometimes it can even make you lose something. So I like to say that just like the way you will dress professionally for an interview, or for example, I came in like very few minutes ago. And the way I dressed today, I met one of my Facebook followers, and she was like, oh, I never knew you usually dress corporate. So because of what I went to today, I needed to be professional, right? I needed to dress on my suit and wear my heels and my normal type of thing. I love my sneakers and my jeans, short jean, and just a polo, a shirt. I'm good to go anywhere. But of course, there's some places I need to go to that need to appear professional. Just like you would appear professional for an interview, or you'd appear professional for maybe you are going to make a presentation about a contract you're willing to get or something. That is the same way using correct grammar shows you It shows that you take your communication seriously. And that is why I believe that all of you here, you know the importance of grammar, which is why you showed up today. And that is why tonight we'll be talking about few grammar errors and their correction. And first, I'd like to start with have versus has. A lot of people struggle with these two words, even though they look tiny. Many times when I listen to people, I can tell that, oh, this person isn't sure of how to use have or has. And it's quite simple. So let's dive into it. Have versus has. I'll talk about has first. We use has, H-A-S, with singular subjects. Singular subjects can be the name of a person, Bukola, dog, when it's in its singular form. So dog is a subject and it's in a singular form. But when I add S to dog, it becomes a plural subject. It becomes dogs. But when you're using just dog, Bukola, chair, Ikoyi, Lagos, Itasi, when you're using them, those examples, feel free to use the word has, the verb has. Bukola has, the dog has, Itasi. Also, we use has when we use the third person singular pronouns. Please stop writing on my screen so we don't have so much things and it looks kind of. So we also use has for third person singular pronouns. Pronouns are words that we use instead of a noun. So if I do not want to say Bukola, I would say she. If I do not want to say dog, I would say it. So I can say Bukola has eaten. Instead of saying Bukola has eaten, I can say she has eaten. Please give me a few seconds. I need to quickly attend to something. Thank you. I'm back. Sorry, I needed to quickly attend to something. So we also use has for singular pronouns. Pronouns are words that we use instead of a noun. So instead of saying Bukola has eaten, I will say she has eaten. Instead of saying the dog has, I will say it has, eaten. So henceforth, when you're talking about something and you use it in singular, don't we use have for plural subjects. For example, we have, you have, they have. We also use have for I have. You should not say I has. You say I have eaten, they have eaten, she has eaten, we have eaten, he has eaten, you have eaten, etc. So I want to believe we are clear on how to use have and has. Remember, use has for singular nouns or singular pronouns. Use have for plural nouns or plural pronouns. And for have, we can also use have with I. I have. I have been to the market today, etc. Now let's go to the next, which talks about do, does, and did. Do, does, and did. Somebody says, my voice is faint. Please confirm, is this still faint? Still faint? Confirm. Somebody says, my voice is faint. If my voice is faint at your end, please let me know. Can you hear me? Mabel says, I can hear you clearly. Something says you're good, ma'am. Okay, somebody says is breaking. I think it's network. Breaking, right on. Okay, loud and clear. Okay. It's not steady. Guess it's my network. I still can't hear anything. Okay, my network is stable. My network is stable, so I'm just going to proceed. Those that cannot hear me, it might be your network. You can just check. And when you say ride on means to depend on something. To ride on means to depend on something. So instead of saying ride on, you're supposed to say right on. When they say right on, it's used to express strong approval or support. So for example, can you hear me? If you say yes, I can hear you well. You're supposed to say right on. That means you're good to go. OES is rightly pronounced does. Does, not does. The S sounds like Z. And of course, the OE there sounds does. That sound that you should not open your mouth wide to pronounce. Does. So how do you use the word do? We use do with plural subjects like they, we, you, when it's in the present tense. Take note of that word. We use it when it's in the present tense. When you're talking about the present. Do can also be used with you. You know, you can be singular. It can also be plural. It depends. But of course, when you is in its singular form, we use it for informal questions. So for example, we say things like, they do their homework every night. They, plural, they do, not they does. And because it's something they do every night, so that's in its present, so we use do. They do their homework. It's not homework. Homework, work. The word W-O-R-K has a long vowel, homework. The H sound in that word is not silent. Homework. So they do their homework every night. We do enjoy learning new things. Learning also has a long sound. Learning, not learning. So we say that they do enjoy learning new things. Do you understand? You're asking a question. So because you're asking a question, and of course, the person you're asking would either say, yes, I understand, or no, I do not understand. The word is understand, not understand. Understand. So because you're using that word understand, because you're asking a question that is a yes or no question, the tone of your voice, according to intonation, should go up. You should rise. Do you understand? Informal question. Then let's move to the next word, does. Does is the plural of do. So because does it's plural, we cannot use it with a plural subject, right? So we say he does not do his homework every night. She does not enjoy learning. Eat, like I mentioned earlier, we use it for non-living things like dog, cupboard, phone, photo, etc. So does is used with singular subjects like he, she, it, etc. Then we have did. Did is used in the past tense, just like we use do in the present. So when we say do is present tense, did is past tense. Why does is plural? So we use did with all subjects. We can use it with singular subject or plural subject. But then we cannot use did in the present tense. We can only use it in the past tense. So for instance, we have sentences like, we did go to the movies yesterday. Yesterday past. We did go to the movies yesterday. She did her best on the exam. Now, talking about exam, it is wrong to say that you write exam or you sit exam or you no, you don't sit exam, you don't sit and you don't write exam, rather you sit exam or you take exam. When we talk about examination, when we talk about examination, we use expressions like sit exam. I will sit exam next week, not write exam. You can say take an exam. I will take an exam next week. I will do my exams next week. It's a see. So you use verbs like do, sit, take. Never use write. You do not write exam. You take exam, you sit exam, or you sit an exam. You do not write an exam. Then talking about, so she did her best on the exam. Did they enjoy the presentation? Now, when you're asking questions with did, I see a lot of people make this mistake. The verb you would use should not be in its past form again. So, for example, do not say, did they enjoyed the presentation? You do not have to add ed to enjoy again. Do not add ed to enjoy. So did they enjoy the presentation? That is correct. Don't say, did they enjoyed the presentation? Please, if you're following, let me know you're following. If it's clear, let me know it's clear. If you have questions, you can just write it somewhere. If you have questions, you can just write it somewhere. If you send it now, I might not see it when it's time for questions. So you can maybe write it on your, if you have a notebook, write it somewhere. So when it's time for questions, you can just ask everything that way. Thank you. I appreciate those saying clear, clear, clear. So let's move to next. Next talks about it's and its. Both are pronounced the same way. It's. But when you write them differently. One very important area of grammar is punctuation marks. Do you know that these two words, C-A-N-T and C-A-N apostrophe T, do not mean the same thing? Do you know? They mean different things. Many times when we want to write the second word, we maybe out of laziness or not just being conscious of our writing, we make mistakes. Let me say this here. When it comes to writing or even speaking, do you know that sometimes you know the right thing, but you still make errors? I am guilty of that as well. And tonight we're going to talk about how to overcome that. I'm really guilty of that. In fact, I'm improving seriously now. So many times, it's not really the fact that we do not know the right thing. It boils down to different reasons. Sometimes laziness. Sometimes we do not have enough time to proofread what we have read to be sure we type the correct thing. Sometimes even our auto correction, our phone, like my phone does that a lot. My Samsung especially does that a lot. When you're writing something, it feels you're writing something else and it just changes. So because you did not proofread before you send, you then tend to send the wrong thing. So talking about these two words, CANT is an uncountable noun, and it's a statement, especially moral. Sincere, and that you who is there? Thank you for your patience. So statements that are not sincere or that you cannot trust. But of course, when you then put the apostrophe before the T, it then means something else. It means can and not, right? The short form of cannot. And please, cannot should be written together. A lot of people write cannot this way. They say something like, I cannot sleep on that couch, something like that. You're supposed to write I cannot together. Sorry, your I also should always be in capital letter, whether it's at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle of a sentence or even at the end of a sentence. I should always be in capital. You should never write it in small letter. Say, for example, you're writing, yesterday, my husband and I went to the movies or the cinema. Movies isn't a place. Cinema. This is wrong. You know why? Aside from the fact that the first Y is not in capital letter, is still wrong. I'm supposed to write yesterday my husband and I, capital letter, went to the cinema. So when you're writing the pronoun I, whether it's in the middle of a sentence, at the beginning of a sentence, or even at the end of a sentence, it should be written in capitals. So back to can't, both are pronounced the same way anyway. Can't. It has a long R. So back to that pronunciation, the pronunciation is the same, but when you're writing, it means different things. So that is what affects its and its as well. The first one without the apostrophe before the S is also pronounced it. And it is the possession form of it. Possession means owner of something. Examples of possessive words, we have mine, ours, theirs. Another one is its. So for example, we say something like, every country has its tradition. That means the tradition belongs to the country. Or we could say, every relationship has its value. Every children has its uniqueness. Every child has its uniqueness. etc. Every child has its uniqueness. So when you use it without the apostrophe, you're talking about the owner of something, ownership, possession of something. Now, when there is apostrophe, then you're talking about it is or it has. The same way, can't with the apostrophe means cannot. That is the same way it with the apostrophe means it is or it has. So if I want to talk in short forms, instead of saying it is raining, I would say it's raining. When I write it, it is important that I add the apostrophe. When I want to say it has gone, sorry. When I write it, I must put that apostrophe. It's gone. So now we know the difference between it's and can't and can't. Remember, the apostrophe is important. Without it, you change the meaning of what you say. Now, next is prepositions. Talking about prepositions. Talking about prepositions. You know, before I started taking my communication seriously, I just used to feel like prepositions are just small words that I can use anyhow. I can just use them. Because of course they seem like small words. You have words like at, at, in, on, but interestingly, they play a giant role in giving your sentence meaning and structure. In fact, prepositions are just like compass. The way compass is to those that read the map or those that talk about places, that is where preposition is to your reader. So when you write and you're using the wrong preposition, you confuse whoever that is listening, that is reading your text, even that is listening to you as well. So what are prepositions? Prepositions are words that shows the relationship between a noun, a pronoun, or even a phrase, or even other words in sentences. So when you have words that shows the relationship between two nouns, for example, if I'm saying Bukola bed, Bukola is on the bed. So what shows the relationship between Bukola and the bed is on. So on can use it as a small word, tiny word, but of course it plays a giant role, because if I just say Bukola is bed, it would not be grammatically correct. So prepositions, they talk about direction. Please don't say direction. The right pronunciation is direction. Preposition talks about direction, talks about time, it talks about place. And because we can use the same preposition to talk about time, we can use the same to talk about direction. In fact, we can use the same to talk about place. And of course, possession, it tends to be confusing. So tonight we'll talk about a few prepositions. And the first is those prepositions, those verbs rather, that do not take prepositions. In English language, we have some verbs that do not need a preposition before it functions well. Some examples include consider, discuss, influence, emphasize, leverage, etc. So for example, you hear people say things like, we can discuss about the opportunity for a promotion. Discuss about. You don't discuss about something. You discuss something. Excuse me. So you cannot discuss about the opportunity. You cannot discuss about your son's education. You cannot discuss about what happened in the morning. You can discuss what happened. You do not need that preposition. You do not need about in that sentence. So rather you say, we can discuss the opportunity for a promotion. Another example, you should leverage on technology. You don't leverage on something, you leverage something. You should leverage technology. You cannot say we should leverage on. The on there makes your sentence wrong. It makes it not correct. So please do not add on to it. Now, there are some verbs that sometimes you need to add prepositions to them, and sometimes you do not need to add prepositions to them. One example is comprise. It is wrong for you to say 5 people comprise of the committee. The word is committee, not committee. Say committee. You don't need that of. And please note, OF is pronounced of. The F there sounds like a V. Of. It sounds like a V. But when you have OFF, the FF there sounds like F. So OF and OFF aren't pronounced the same way. OF is pronounced of. OFF is pronounced of. So back to my example, you should not say 5 people comprises of the committee. You should not say my family comprises of my father, mother, my uncles. No, you don't need that of. Just say 5 people comprise the committee. But then when you use the word comprised of, when you add a D, you can then use that preposition of. The committee is comprised of 5 people. What is the difference? The difference is the D in the verb comprise. When it's just comprised without the D, do not use a preposition. But then, excuse me, I have hot water here, but I'm scared of taking it. I feel like it's still very hot. But then when you use the passive form, when you add D to comprise, when it becomes comprised, then you can use the word of. The picture on the screen is taken from the Oxford Dictionary. It says, the main meaning of comprise is have somebody or something as part or members. You can use it in 2 forms as comprise with an object. The country comprises 20 states, not the country comprises of, no of, remember, because comprise is not in its passive form. Or you can use it in the passive form. Let me highlight so you can, let me spotlight rather so you can see. Or you can use it in the passive form. When comprised and it is passive form, you add the D to it. It becomes comprised. So when you're using the word comprised, you can then use of. So you say be comprised of somebody or something, which has the same meaning. So when you say the country comprises 20 states, and you see here there is no preposition. Or you say the country is comprised of. So because comprise has the D now, because it's in its passive form, you need the of. The country is comprised of 20 states. These 2 sentences are grammatically correct and they have the same meaning. Right. So when you use comprise of, it is considered incorrect. So I cannot say the property comprises of bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, but I can say the property comprises bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, or the property is comprised of bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen. Please, if this is clear, let me know in the chat. If this is clear, let me know in the chat, or you would like me to explain it one more time. Or somebody says, I need clarity on can't and can't. Okay, I'll go over that. Can't, without the apostrophe, means cannot. So if you want to say, I cannot come to the house, you can as well say, I can't come to the house. I cannot I can not come to the house. This is correct. You can also say, I can't come to the house. Both are correct. But you cannot say, I can't without the apostrophe. So when you now have can't without the apostrophe, it has a different meaning. It means a statement around religion that you cannot trust, that is not true, that is not correct, that is not accurate. So if I write I can't without the apostrophe, it gives me another meaning. Because the meaning of can't without the apostrophe is statements around religion that is not true, that you cannot trust. I hope I've answered that question. So my question again, do you all understand comprise very well? I couldn't get the comprise, please. Okay, please throw more light on it. Okay. So comprise is a verb. So I can say that the subject comprises, because subject is one now. I need to add s to comprise. So the subject comprises math. Where is it? Comprises math, English. Subject should start with capital letter. It's a proper noun. So math should be in capital letter. Don't mind the way Zoom does their text. You have to always click on cap lock every time. Math, English, social studies, etc. I'm just going to stop there. This is correct. I can also say the subjects. Let me even add s. No, let me not add s so that I won't confuse you. The subject comprised of math, then etc. others. So look at these two sentences. The first one, I use comprises. Immediately after comprises, I added my stuff. There is no preposition here. But here, I use comprised. Because of this D here, I need this preposition. I need the of preposition. So it's simple. When it is just comprise, you do not need a preposition. For example, my family comprises my mom, my dad, my two sisters, my brother, and I. When you mention other people, you need to mention every other person before yourself. You mention yourself last. And I. I can also say my family is comprised of. I've added D now. So because I added D to comprise, I need that preposition of. Is comprised of my father, my mother, my two sisters, my brother, and I. Is it clear now? It's that simple. Both are correct. But you need to take note. If you don't add D here, then you don't need the of. It is only when you add D that you need the of. That's the layman's explanation. Please let me know if it's clear so we can proceed. I do not want us to spend too long here. We already spent an hour. In another 30 minutes, I want us to be done. Yes, my body comprises head, legs, hand, etc. Or my body is comprised of. Exactly, Mustafa, you got it. You got it, Mustafa. You got it, Mustafa. So let me take this out. Okay. So remember, we're talking about prepositions. I said that there are some verbs that do not need prepositions. An example is discuss. You don't say, let's discuss about something. You don't discuss about something. You discuss something. Let's discuss about the wedding. That is wrong. Let's discuss the wedding. Correct. Now, there are some prepositions that sometimes you need to add there are some verbs rather that sometimes you need to add the preposition. And there's some verbs that sometimes you do not need to add them. An example is comprise. So when it's just comprise, you don't need a preposition. But when you add D to it, when it becomes comprised, then you need to add D to it. Now the next is on time or in time. These two expressions are always confusing. A lot of people ask me, is it on time? Is it in time? Is it on time? Is it in time? Is it on time? Is it in time? Excuse me. On time or in time. Now, both are grammatically correct, but then it depends on what you're saying. When you say on time is used for something that is happening at the arranged time, at the exact time it's meant to happen. So, for example, this class was meant to start exactly 8 p.m. I think we started at about 8:11 p.m. So we were not, okay, I'll say I was not on time because I knew a lot of people were already here. I was trying to set up my laptop and I got in exactly 8 p.m. Like the gatekeeper opened the gate at exactly 8 p.m. So before I called, before they opened the door and all. So I joined 8:11. So I wasn't on time. But if there was someone here who go here exactly 8 p.m., you were on time. So for example, Jessica's job interview is scheduled. Yes, talking about this word, scheduled. It has 4 pronunciations. 4. A lot of people is usually feeling like they are mispronouncing. You might not really be mispronouncing, except you have preference. So this word can be pronounced scheduled. Schedule. It can also be pronounced schedule. Can you hear it? These two pronunciations have the same initial sound, but by the time you get to the du, the sound differs. Schedule, schedule. Without the D, and I'm pronouncing it without the D. Or schedule. I need to check my schedule, or I need to check my schedule. The other two pronunciation can be schedule or schedule. Now, for these two pronunciations as well, they have the same initial, scare, but of course the DU differs. So many times you're not mispronouncing, you just feel like you're mispronouncing the word, except you have preference. Two of them are Americans, 2 of them are British. So back to this example. Jessica's job interview is scheduled for 9 a.m. So let's assume Jessica arrives at exactly 9 a.m. Then we say Jessica is on time for the interview. She's on time for the interview. But on the other hand, if Jessica got to the interview location at, what time did I say it was scheduled for? If you got there at 8:50, 8:59, 7:30 a.m., or even 6:30 a.m., if you got there earlier than scheduled, then we say Jessica is in time now. That means she still has time to spare. There are still other she could see some of her time to put our documents together or quickly run a photocopy or even try to converse with the staff there already to have an idea of what the company is about. I hope you get it. So let's say you're supposed to get to a venue for a seminar at 1 p.m., but you got there at 12:30 p.m. or even 12:45, or even 10:30, 9:30, 8:30, earlier than 1 p.m., then it means you arrived in time. But if you got to the venue exactly 1 p.m., then it means you arrived on time. I believe that is straightforward. In time means you got there before the timing. On time means you got there exactly at that time, exactly when you're supposed to be there. Okay, thank you, Agnes. So let's proceed. Now, next is on the queue. On the queue. How many of you used to mispronounce this word? I used to mispronounce this word. The spelling is kind of very funny. QU, that's how I used to pronounce it before. Until I was consciously taught that it's Q. So on the queue, Americans would also say in the line. You can use both. So we don't say in the queue. When you go, I remember then when we still used to go to the bank or the ATM to get money, when there was no POS, you see people fighting. They'll say, I've been in this queue since morning. No, 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 no. It's not in the queue. It's on the queue. And you hear people say things like, wait for your turn. The right thing to say is, wait your turn. You don't wait for your turn. You wait your turn. So you can decide to also say, stay in the line and wait your turn. Don't put for. So this is another expression of a verb where you do not need a preposition. So the preposition for here is not needed. You don't have to say wait for your turn. Just simply say wait your turn. Okay, so that's all we have about preposition. If you have questions about prepositions, write them somewhere. I will attend to them. Preposition is a very big one. I have about 3 books on prepositions. 3 old books on preposition. I remember it was in 2019, I guess. I attended a class on preposition. That class was sold for, I think, 30,000. If I can remember well. It was a class sold by the Gilt Edge. What does he call himself? The Gilt Edge something. That's the name of the brand who organized it. Preposition is a big one when it comes to speaking and writing. And for people who know it, when you misuse them, it can sound so irritating to them. Because just like I said earlier, prepositions are small words. So how can you allow such words? Most of them are 2-lettered words. How can you allow them to toss you around like a child, like a kid? It can be very, very, very irritating. So next we have oncoming event and upcoming event. According to the Oxford Dictionary, oncoming means something that is coming towards you. Towards, not towards. Towards. We're stressing the word words. When something is coming towards you, when something is approaching you, you say oncoming. For example, always work facing the oncoming traffic. We're taught this in primary school when they taught us about road usage and all. But then you see a lot of people say something like, I'm preparing for the oncoming event. That's wrong. The right thing is, I'm preparing for the upcoming event. Upcoming means going to happen soon. Upcoming. So for example, the upcoming presidential election, a single from the band's upcoming album. I wanted to say I'm going to attend Davido's upcoming wedding. I forgot that the wedding is it has come and go, like we say. It's done and dusted. There's nothing like come and go. Please say done and dusted. Excuse me. Now, another expression that where people use upcoming is when they say she's an upcoming artist, she's an upcoming diction teacher, he's an upcoming banker. There's nothing like upcoming. You don't use upcoming for people. And this word is pronounced artiste. Artiste. There is a difference between this word and this word. They do not mean the same thing and they aren't pronounced the same way. But we find ourselves pronouncing them the same way. The first one is artist. Artist, someone that paints. Someone that paints is an artist. Why an artist? Is someone who sings, who dances, who acts movies. So they do not have the same meaning and they do not have the same, in fact, they don't have the same meaning, they don't have the same spelling, they don't have the same pronunciation. Artist, artiste. So you don't say she is an upcoming artiste, is wrong. Rather, you use the word up and coming. Excuse me. She's an up and coming artist. An up and coming person is someone who's likely to be successful and popular in the future. That means with the way this artist is going, in another one here, and another, by the time he's dropping his next single or his next album, he should be successful, he should become popular. People should start to listen to his song very well, etc. So you say up and coming, likely to be successful. The up-and-coming artist, the up-and-coming actor, the up-and-coming diction teacher, the up-and-coming school, the up-and-coming club, the up-and-coming photographer, etc. I hope this is clear. Please let me know if it is clear. So remember, oncoming talks about something that is approaching you. Upcoming talks about something that would happen soon. While up and coming talks about someone that is likely to be successful in future. Right? Okay, somebody says, I thought it's incoming. Which one do you mean incoming? Which of the sentences do you think it should be incoming? Which of the sentences, so I can state why it's not. So because incoming means recently elected or chosen. So I can say that the incoming president, the incoming governor, the incoming administrator, the incoming chairman. For example, in my estate, we just had an election. So now we have the incoming administrator. The incoming administrator is already asking that they lock one of the gates leading to the estate, etc. So for all of those examples I made previously, none of them deserve that word incoming. The other one is upcoming, that would happen soon. The other one, up and coming, someone who is likely to be successful. And what was the third one? It was three of them. I can't remember the third one. But I just hope I've explained that. Somebody said, please, ma'am, have and has is not really clear. Okay, I'll go back to that during question time. Just write it somewhere. I would explain it during question time. So let's go to the last part of this, which talks about never adding S to these words. There's some words in English that you should never, ever, ever add S to them. For example, advice. Don't say thank you for all the advices. Or even chewing gum. You should not say I have 5 chewing gums. I have 5 chewing gum. I have 5 pieces of chewing gum. I have 5 packets of chewing gum. Never add S to it. There are lots of words like that you should never add S to it. Like accommodation. Accommodation would always be accommodation, whether it's 20 or 1 million. Never add S to it. Some of those examples, again, is furniture. Piece of furniture, an item of furniture, items of furniture. So you don't say furnitures. I need to clean my furnitures. No. I need to clean my items of furniture, or I need to clean my furniture. You can use furniture alone without item or piece or set. And you don't say furnitures and fittings. For some of us that do interiors here, it's not furnitures and fittings. It's furniture and fittings. Fittings take S, but furniture do not take S. Another example is feedback. Don't say I have heard lots of good feedbacks about this site. Do not add S to it. Just simply say loads of good feedback. Do not remove S. Don't say we need both positive and negative feedbacks from our customer or our client. No. Simply say we need both positive and negative feedback from our client. So I will not say that all of you should write your feedbacks in the WhatsApp group. I'll simply say, please leave your feedback in the WhatsApp group. Please, after this class, instead of leaving your feedback to the WhatsApp group, I'd appreciate if you could leave your feedback on our website or on our Google My Business link, please. Okay. So I'd also like to mention one more thing that came to mind while I was teaching. There are quite a number of them, and that's one of the things I'll be talking about tonight at my birthday offer. Another is bath, B-A-T-H. You hear things like, have you had your bath? There are some things and some words in English that do not take possessive words like your, like mine, like our. Talk about that word, O-U-R. The strong form is our, while the weak form is are. But when you have H-O-U-R, it is always our. You can't say, I will spend 2 hours at work. No, I'll spend 2 hours I'll spend 2 hours at work, not 2 hours. Okay, so back to this. The right thing to say is, have you had a bath? Not your bath. Not I have had my bath. It's nothing like my bath. I have had a bath. A bath, not my bath, not your bath, not your bath, etc. Another one on preposition. We don't say I live in Abeokuta Estate is wrong. Please say I live on. When you're talking about estate, you use the preposition on. I live on Abeokuta Estate. Because of estate. We use on for estate, we use on for premises, we use on for, there's one more. It's a C. I can't remember, but there's one more. Also, when we talk about cars, train, bus, you go on and off a bus or a train or a bicycle or even an aeroplane. So you go on and off this. But when it comes to a car, a taxi, you go in a car, you go in and out of a car or a taxi. So what I'm saying is, where are you? I am on a bus going to Ibadan. I am on the train heading to Port Harcourt. Where are you now? I am getting off the train in Lagos. I'm getting off the train, the bus in Ibadan. When you talk about aeroplane, you can use on and off or in and out. I'm getting in the aeroplane at the Lagos airport. Oh, right now I'm getting out of the aeroplane at Port Harcourt airport. I'm getting on the aeroplane at the Chicago airport. I'm getting off the aeroplane at the Nigerian airport. Now, when it comes to car or taxi, you go in. I need to go in the car. I really need to get to the market. Oh, I'm just getting out of the car now. I just got back home. I hope it's making sense. Okay, so I'll conclude this lesson by saying, excuse me. Remember, good grammar is like that perfect outfit that you wear to an interview, that professional look you give. It is the same perfect outfit for your thoughts. It makes your thoughts clear. It makes it less confusing. It also gives you yourself that great first or even every other time impression. So you need to keep these things in mind and you will be expressing yourself flawlessly in no time. So it's question time. If you have questions, feel free to send your questions now so that I can now show the word my birthday offer. If you have questions, please ask. I'm going to attend to the maybe first 5 questions, where then I show my birthday offer, then I come back to the other questions. If you have questions, please send in your question. Okay, thank you, Mustafa. Oncoming, incoming, upcoming, and up and going. Oncoming, something approaching you. Incoming, the elected person, someone who is coming into an office. Upcoming, something that would happen sometimes in the future. Why up and coming? Someone that is likely to succeed. Yes, you're correct, Mustafa. Water. Temi Tokbaya, what do you mean by water? You said, how about water? What do you mean by water? Hope says, please add me to the group. Which group, please? I am in school or I am at school. Which one is correct? Both are correct. Both are correct. But most times you hear at school. Excuse me. You hear at school. But of course, both are correct. At school, British; in school, American. Is it possible to use reason why in a statement? Yes. According to the Oxford Dictionary, Cambridge Dictionary, and I think Longman Dictionary, yes, you can use reason why. Yes, you can. There's an explanation to it, but I can't go into that now. But yes, you can. You can use reason why. Some people would say it's tautology. It's not. Remember when we talk about English, English is, what's the word now? English would not always stay true to its words. There is always exceptions. Okay, please sit on your shoulder or sit down on my shoulder or sit on my shoulder. Okay, if the question now is the phrasal verb sit down, yes, there's something we call phrasal verb. It allows you to use a word and a preposition. So we call them phrasal verb. Yes, you can say sit down. You can say stand up. You can say raise up your hand. And a lot of people will tell you, don't say raise up your hand, don't stand. I have a book that I named Grammar Lies Your Teachers Told You. One of those are sit down, stand up, look up. They tell you it's tautology, that if you're looking, won't you look up? If you're sitting, won't you sit down? It's an tautology. The questions are quite a lot. Okay, in transit or on transit, the way you send the questions is just, it keeps going up, so I might not be able to attend to all. Yes, you say in transit. When you're in transit, it means you're moving in transit, Please, I want to understand when to use very and so, e.g. the weather is so cold or the weather is very cold. Okay, when to use very and so. Very, naturally, we use it to express a lot. We're talking about when we're saying something is a lot, we use the word very. We use the word very. So very, and another thing is very is always used before adjectives. We use very before adjectives. We use very before determiners. We use very before adverbs. Excuse me. So very means high degree. Very means extremely. So yes, you can say cold now. Cold can be, okay, what's cold? When we talk about cold, cold can be a noun. So very cold or so cold. Okay, I think you should allow me research that. You can send that to the WhatsApp group. Let me research more on that, because when it comes to English, English can be very, very illogical. So also can mean a great degree. And of course, when we talk about coldness, now when we talk about coldness, we can talk about, what's the word now? We can talk about degree. But now this is cold. Cold is an adjective. So very can be used before adjective. So I think I will go with very cold. I'll go with very cold. But I would still research, because like I said earlier, very can be used before an adjective, before a preposition, before an adverb. So most of the times is used before. You can also use so before adjectives, because sometimes we say so long. You can use it before nouns. But let me research more. I want my daughter to also become an up and coming diction queen. Yes, that is very, very easy to become, ma'am. Note that when you write up and coming, you need to put the dash, that little dash in between. Yes. Okay, somebody says advice. Yes, you can become the up and coming diction queen, and she can even go further than me. Yes, I'm looking forward to mentees like that because for me, I understand that success isn't just about what you do, but about what happens after you. Like, for example, I'm representing a woman that was, I don't want to talk about this because this is a bad, it's a bad occurrence. I do not want to talk about it. But wherever she is, I'm very sure she would always be glad that she was one of my mentor. In fact, she's the first mentor I had all my life in line with diction. So there is no way I would talk about my success that I would not talk about her. She's not alive anymore. May her soul rest in peace. So she can be better than I am. Okay, so let's continue. Advice. Advise is a verb, while advice is a noun. So it depends on how you're using it. The one that has advise is a verb. Ad, excuse me. Advice is a noun. After a comma, can capital follow? Capital I, yes. Yes, capital I can be in anywhere. Yes, it can. It can. Okay, explain more on have, has, and had. Has is used with singular nouns or singular pronouns. Bukola has, she has, he has. Have is used with plural. They have, we have, which other one? I have. Had is past tense. So you can use had with any of these, whether singular or plural subject, but you only use had in past tense. So I'm going to come back to other questions. It's time for me to review my birthday. So over to the most interesting part of tonight's session. Remember, I promised at the beginning to reveal. The word is reveal, not reveal. To review my amazing birthday giveaway that is worth 150,000, and it's time now. I want to congratulate you once again for staying till this moment. I believe you have learned. Yes, I would have said, let me know if you have learned in the chat, but the truth is, I know you have learned. I know the time is worth it. I know you have learned one or two things. So some of us, I know some of these things before. I'm sure there is one thing that seems new to you, or there's one thing that seems like you're just hearing. That is the power of the diction queen. And congratulations for staying till this moment, as you will be one of the few people who will benefit from my birthday giveaway tonight. As I mentioned earlier, tomorrow is the birthday. Tomorrow is the birthday. Funnily, I won't be able to go and do bass boost because I have work to do. We're planning Ibadan physical training, and there's a lot to put together. So I cannot even take tomorrow as off. So tomorrow is my birthday, and I have prepared a massive birthday package that I'll be giving out at a massive discount. So before now, you should know that I do not give discounts. A lot of people have been asking for discount in the six weeks Diction Master Academy, which we refused giving. That is because it's worth more. But of course, tonight I decided to give a discount. And here are two reasons why I'm doing it. The first reason is to help you. There are hundreds of people in my DM saying they will like to improve their communication skills, but can't afford my offers. And I just hope such people are here tonight. This is one reason why I'm doing it, so that you will be able to afford it. Another reason is to give back. Like I mentioned at the beginning, my biggest birthday wish this year is to give back to the disadvantaged people. I'm a person of giving. I love giving. Somehow I just feel like when I give, I get more. I don't know. That's how it works for me. I do a lot of giving. And this year, that is what I want to do also. I really want to give. And I need your help. I need you to key into what I'm about to show to you, because my plan is to take 50% of whatever we make tonight to donate it to charity. And as we all do this, the blessings, the what's it called now? The results will not just come to me, but of course to you too. So I really need you to help with this. So what is the massive birthday giveaway? Excuse me, please. Hello. Hello? So what is the massive giveaway like? I need you to listen. The Diction Master Academy, the Secret Diction Master Academy is worth 92,000 naira. But at the moment, we're selling it for 20,999 naira. For some of us that aren't in the Secret Diction Master Academy, this is what the Secret Diction Master Academy entails. You get access to our e-learning platform, a lifetime access. Even when we update, when we had new videos, you have access to it. You get access to 55 practical training sessions, quizzes, daily quizzes to help us know the stage that you are, live training sessions on Saturdays, private WhatsApp group, plus unlimited support from me. Excuse me. Also, there is my bonuses that I call the unbeatable bonuses. These bonuses are got by those who have enrolled on the 6-week Diction Master Academy. You get 20 pronunciation videos that are worth 20,000. You get my vocabulary development PDF that is worth 3,500. You get a video on how to never be at a loss for word. This video talks about what you should do when you're at a loss for word. The truth is, everybody's always at a loss for word, but there's always a strategy around it that would not make your audience know you're at a loss for word. That is what this video talks about. Those that attended paid 7,500. You get my ebook on Know Your Silent Words. I sell this for 2,500. And you get an ebook on English punctuation marks that is also sold for 2,500. In that punctuation marks book, I talked more on the can't and can't, it and it, and many other words that have apostrophe that we do not pay attention to, but then changes the meaning of what we're saying. You'd also get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and corrections that is valued at 5,500. You get my 10 commonly misused expressions and their corrections valued at 3,000. And you'd also get how to earn more with your communication skills. We have a few people here that have started earning more. So if you're ready, you'll get that video as well. Now, all of these bonuses make a total of 82,000 naira. But you're getting all of them for free. Plus 100% complete refund assurance if you do not get results in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Since we started, we have never refunded anyone. Thank God that you guys are patient. Yeah, we've never refunded anyone, and that is because the academy is worth that price. But of course, all of this is worth 172,000. That is the academy and the bonuses. But then tonight, if you're here tonight and you want to get the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you have the opportunity of getting it at 10,999 naira. Please, tonight is going to be very strict. This is only for 20 people. So if you're interested, just make your payment now, because after tonight, this offer is off. It's just a birthday offer. It's a birthday offer. But of course, the most special thing that I'm showing tonight, some of you are already in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, is my never released grammar mini video course. The grammar course runs for 3 weeks, the same way the 6-week Diction Master Academy runs for 6 weeks. For 3 whole weeks, you will be learning grammar. For 3 whole weeks, you will be learning grammar. Now, some of the things I've mentioned tonight are just about, say, 20% of what you'll be learning in my grammar course. The grammar course is going to entail everything you need to understand and to know. In fact, the resources you even need to have, where you can even check when you're typing or when you're talking, to be sure you're grammatically correct. Everything will be exposed in my grammar mini video course, and it runs for 3 weeks. The same way the 6-week Diction Master Academy runs. Every day you'd have access to a video lesson, less than 10 minutes, to learn grammar. You get assignments that you need to submit because practice makes perfection. If not even perfection, practice brings progress. Every day you have assignments to attend and to submit, Mondays to Fridays. And would have a call. We are yet to pick the day. We are considering a Sunday for now. For 3 weeks, we'd have a call for 3 weeks where we'll talk about grammar, or I'd have the opportunity to answer your questions, or would have opportunities to seek resources that we quote and unquote to get the right pronunciation, get the right grammar etc. for 3 whole weeks. Now, these grammar cards have not released it. This is its pre-launch, and if you know what pre-launch means, it means you'll be getting it cheaper than what it's supposed. The intended fee, this grammar course will be sold at 25,000 naira once I release it next week. But for the first 20 people to enroll tonight, just tonight, you will be getting this grammar mini video course and the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy course. Both, you will be getting it at the rate of 10,999 naira. Now, for some of us that are here, and we are already in the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy, you will be getting the grammar mini video course if you're interested at the rate of 5,999 naira. Please, this is only for those who gets it tonight. In fact, my team, you can see what they did on the slide. They wrote just 20 people, but I'm leaving it out for those who would pay tonight. After tonight, you will not see this offer again. And of course, you will still see the grammar mini course. And at that time, it will be sold for 25,000 naira. So if you're here, if you have not attended the 6 week Diction Master Academy and you have always wanted to attend, this is your opportunity to attend the 6 week Diction Master Academy at just 10,999 naira. Not just the 6 week Diction Master Academy, you'd also get opportunity to access my grammar mini course. Remember, I have not released the course. It will be released next week. Once it's released next week, the grammar course will be sold at 25,000. You guys didn't even want me to finish. I already got like 2 payments. Wow, thank you. At least you are not just getting value for yourself, you're also helping me bring the fact that I want to reach out to the less, there's no word like less privileged. I want to reach out to the needy. Thank you to those that have paid. So if you're interested right now, if you're already in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy and you want to improve your grammar, all you need to do is pay 5,999 naira to the account details on the screen, the UBA. If you are not yet in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy and you would like to be in the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, you are paying 10,999 naira. You get access to the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, and of course, you get access to the grammar mini course. But if you don't want to get access to the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy, you only want the mini course, all you need to pay is 5,999 naira. If you're ready to grab this, make your payment to the UBA account on the screen and send your receipt to the group. Once we have 20 people, the payment goes back for the 6th Diction Master Academy to 20,999 naira. And for the mini course, the payment goes back to 25,000 naira. So again, what will the grammar mini course entails? The grammar mini course will run for 3 weeks, Mondays to Fridays. Mondays to Fridays, you'd have access to the e-learning platform, just like what we have on the 6 week Diction Master Academy, where you access our video lessons to learn grammar. So for 3 weeks, we'll be picking different topics. We'll break it down into something that you can easily understand. You learn and you get a task, assignment, where you submit your assignment every day, Mondays to Friday for 3 weeks. At the end of the 6-week Dictionary Master Academy, you get a certification on your proficiency in grammar. Also, you would also get access to all the bonuses I mentioned. Some of these bonuses entails grammar books. I told I have 3 books on preposition. I also have another book on grammar lies that your teacher told you. What do we mean by grammar lies the teacher told you? A lot of us, our teachers told us, it's wrong to say reason why, the reason why I did this. According to the dictionary, it is accurate, it is correct, it's not wrong. One of the things we'll be doing in the 6-week edition in the 3 weeks grammar class is we would learn how to use the dictionary. A lot of us do not know how to use the dictionary because, of course, we're not taught. But the truth is, when it comes to English, how powerful the Bible is how powerful the dictionary is. And many times the dictionaries we download online, they do not have enough information. The truth is, nobody will give you all the information you need for free. They would only give you the juicy part. But I have a dictionary that I bought that entails not just the meaning, the pronunciation, not just the pronunciation. Most of the things I taught you tonight, they're all in the dictionary. How to identify verbs that you need prepositions for, how to identify verbs that you do not need prepositions for, how to know verbs or nouns that you could put in the plural form, how to know nouns that already come in their plural form, that when you want to write them, the verb you need to use must be in a certain form. How to know how to write, how to use the punctuations. Excuse me. How to use your punctuations, how to use your subordinate nouns, how to identify if words, how to identify type 2, type 3 sentences, conditional sentences. There's just a lot of them. I kind of start to mention them. All of these will be exposed in the 3 weeks grammar class. The truth about this grammar class is, if you don't buy it now, you will still buy it. And I can assure you, if you don't buy it tonight, you will buy it at the rate of 25,000 naira. That is just the truth. So again, you have there are 2 things tonight. Is that you enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy. The 6-week Diction Master is currently selling for 20,999 naira. At least you usually see that in the group. That's the fee. And after tonight is going back to that price. A lot of people will still pay because a lot of people are not here. They're still going to pay. That's why we said we would not release the replay of this, right? So it's just those that are here that is taking advantage. After tonight, the 6th Revision Master Academy goes back to 20,990 naira. Also, after tonight, the grammar book, the grammar course, which is a 3-week course, goes back to 25,000 naira. It would not go lesser than that. That's just the truth. Anyway, most of you know the Diction Queen. I do not like to give discount because what I put into learning, into putting all of these resources together is a lot. And it's worth every penny we are asking for. So for those of you that are here, congratulations again. If you have taken that bold step to make your payment, congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations. You will never regret doing this. If you haven't, the night is still young, like the saying. If you'd like to enroll on the 6th Diction Master Academy and the grammar course, all you need tonight is 10,999 naira. But if you'd like to just enroll on the grammar course alone, all you need is 5,999 naira. If you're enrolling on the e-learning on the Diction Master Academy, you get the bonuses, right? But if you're only enrolling on the grammar, you're not getting the bonuses because we believe that you're already in the 6th Diction Master Academy. So let me go back to your questions. If you have questions about any of the courses, maybe the 6th Diction Master Academy, the account details is on the screen, Madu. Let me put the account details on the screen again. I believe the account details should already be sent to the WhatsApp group as well. So this is the account details. This is the account details, so you make your payment. So if you have your questions, please ask your questions. If you have your questions around the courses, or you have questions around what we have learned, please feel free to ask your questions. What's your question, Busola? Can you please ask again? You know, all of these things have gone up already. So you can please ask again. Okay, does one sit for an exam or you sit an exam? You don't sit for an exam, you sit an exam. You sit an exam. Remember, we talked about verbs that sometimes do not take preposition. So you don't sit for an exam. You sit an exam. You take an exam. You do exam. You do an exam. But you do not write. But should I just send your receipt to the group? It would be confirmed. Okay, any other question? Any clarity on this promo, which is 5,990 naira? 5,999 naira is the 3-week grammar mastery academy. 10,999 naira entails the 6 weeks diction mastery academy and the 3 weeks grammar mastery academy. Do you understand? Okay, somebody says, can my sister register tonight for the 6 weeks? She can wait for the 1K. Yes, you can register. That's true. If you have anyone that you feel needs to register tonight, let them register tonight, because after tonight, the fee goes back to its normal price. You just go back to the normal price after tonight. After tonight, the fee goes back to its normal price. So, in fact, we are not releasing the replay because we do not want a lot of people to pay for this, so that they can pay the normal fee. So where can I send the receipt after payment? Send it to the WhatsApp group. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, I believe you are in the WhatsApp group. That is where you got the link to join. Where you got the link to join, send it there. We aren't accepting part payment tonight. This is what's it called? We aren't accepting part payment tonight, ma'am. The prices is, in fact, I'm sure those that already paid 20,999 and they are here tonight, they will feel bad, because the cost you're getting for 10,999 naira, you are getting it for like 5,000. That is what it looks like. You're getting it like 5,000. So we aren't accepting part payment tonight. We aren't accepting part payment tonight. Please send the account details. The account details is on the screen. Okay, let me send it here also. Let me write it in the chat, but it's on the screen. I believe the account details should have been sent to the group as well. Okay, when is the lesson starting? The 6-week Diction Master Academy starts immediately. Immediately you enroll. Once we attend to your payment, you join the group and you start. Why? For the grammar course, like I mentioned, the grammar course has not been released. It will be released next week. I would let you know the date in which the grammar course will be released. So once the grammar course released, this is just like a pre-launch for the grammar course. If you follow me well, you know I haven't talked about any grammar course. The last time I had a grammar class was sold for 30,000, and it wasn't even a course, it was just a training. It was a 3 weeks training. So the difference between a training and a course is a course. Even after the course, you can still access the content. But the training, after that training, it's gone. If you send me a message and tell me something happened to my WhatsApp, I can't see the training again, I'll tell you I don't have the training again too. That's what I tell people. But if it's a course, because you're accessing it via a platform, all you need to do is to always remember your password. So even when you change your phone or you travel out of the country, all you just need to remember is your password and your email. That's the difference between a course and a training. Do you get it now? Okay. Please, I'm asking which is correct. Have you drink or drank water? Okay. Now, it depends on what you're saying. Have you drank the water? It's talking about past now. Past, drank, past, drink, present. I am in a meeting or I am at a meeting. You cannot be at a meeting. Except meeting in this situation is talking about the location. If you're using meeting in terms of its location, then you can use words like at, right? Meeting is an occasion. But when you're talking about the place, then you can say at a meeting. But when you're talking about the occasion, as in the meeting itself, you are in a meeting. In, that means you're having a talk and all. But a meeting means you're at the location of that meeting. Doesn't necessarily mean the meeting has started. Please, can I transfer now? Yes, please. Transfer now. The account details is right on the screen. Is it in bed or on bed? In bed. When you say you are in bed, it means you are ready to sleep. You are in bed. I am ready to sleep. You went to the bed with the intention to sleep. When you say you are on bed is a bad grammar. You can only say on the bed. When you are on the bed, it means you are on top of the bed. You do not have an intention to sleep. You're just on top of the bed. Maybe to press your phone. For example, I am on top of the bed having this class. So I am on the bed having this class. But you can't say I am on bed. You either say I am on the bed. I hope that has answered your question. Somebody is asking for the account details. The account details is right on the screen, the UBA. Please use the UBA for the account details. That's the account details on the screen. So once this webinar ends, the price goes back to its normal price. It goes back to its normal price. So if you're here, take advantage. Please feel free to ask your questions. Hope the class will be flexible for busy people like us. Okay. The class is flexible. The amount is 10,999 naira, not 10,000 naira. It's 10,999 naira. I'm sorry, doctor. Doctor says I'm feeling bad because we paid 21,000 naira for the 6 Weeks Academy. I'm feeling bad. I apologize. It's just for tonight. That's why we are not giving out. The account details is not hidden. It's on the screen. That's why we are giving out. That's why we won't be sending out the replay. The replay will not be sent. We won't be giving out the replay because we do not want a lot of people. This is just like my way of telling you thank you. So I apologize, doctor. The account details is on the screen. Yes, the class you're getting for 10,999 naira. We have had over 500 people on that course, and each person paid 20,999 naira. Even as of last year, that course was selling for 15,999 naira. Now it's selling for 20,999 naira. Right. So if you're asking to pay 10,999 naira now and you're here, if you don't have the money, I think it's profitable to, even if it means borrowing the money. Because after now, you go back to 20,999 naira. And I like to say that if you don't pay now, you still pay later. That's just the truth. If you don't pay tonight, you still pay later. The grammar course that you're buying for 5,999 naira, once we launch out, the grammar course will be sold for 25,000 naira. Nothing less than that. 25, but 25,999 naira. You know, I always love that 999 naira. Okay, my battery is low. Let me see if I can attend to fewer questions, other questions. In case it goes off, my battery is low. Sorry about that. I don't get it. How much is everything? Everything is 10,999 naira. The account details is on the screen. Ma'am, I am already on the 6th Prediction Master Academy. Okay, just pay for the grammar class. The grammar is 5,999 naira. If you're already in the 6th Prediction Master Academy, you do not have to pay for that again. Only pay for the grammar class, which is 5,999 naira. My first language is French. Can I pay for the 6 weeks? Yes, Sharon. Yes, you can. We have people on the 6th Prediction Master Academy from Ghana, from Kenya. We even have from India. We are from India. We are from the UK. If you're here, please give me an I. If you join. We are from the UK. We are from India. We are from Kenya. We are from Saudi Arabia, UAE. So yes, you can. So far, you understand basic English. Yes, you can. Sharon, you can. Where can I send the receipt after payment? Send it to the group. My family and I went for an event, or my family and myself attend an event. The first one is grammatically correct. My family and I went for an event. Please, ma, can I pay the money tomorrow, today, and balance tomorrow? We are not accepting part payment tonight. We aren't accepting part payment. The fee is really, really, I don't know what word to use again. So we aren't, yes, the 5,999 is different from the class you paid 20,000 for. The class for 5,999 naira is a class for Grammar Mastery Academy. It would run for 3 weeks. So it's different from the Diction Mastery Academy. It's different. The account details is on the screen. When is the lesson starting? The 6-week Diction Master Academy starts immediately. Why the 3 weeks Grammar Mastery Academy starts after we launch it. We'll launch by next week. So once we launch next week, you get access to the Grammar Mastery Academy. Can I transfer now? Yes, you can transfer now. Any other question? Please throw more light on comprises or comprised. Oh, I already did that like 3 times. I can't do that now again. I'm working in the rain or on the rain. In the rain, you're in the rain. You cannot say you are under the rain. So you say you are in the rain. You say I am in the rain. So for example, you just have to say I'm under the rain or I'm under the sun. There's nothing like that. You are in the rain or you are in the sun. You cannot be under the rain and you cannot be under the sun. So I am working in the rain. I am working in the sun. etc. Okay, please ask your questions. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Laptop will go off soon. I'm trying to change the device. Can't even find this device. What's the name? Raise my hand. Okay. Phew. Please ask your questions. So I need profile. Can I make admin? Trying to make admin. Ask your questions. Ask your questions, please. Do you want to make yes? Ask your questions, please. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. With the grammar projects, somebody is asking, will the grammar project be, where's the question again? The question ran out. Sit down or get seated? Yes, both are correct. You can say sit down, you can say get seated. Honestly, I pray I won't miss out again because I paid for the 6 weeks, never met up for the classes. The 6 week Diction Master Academy class is, what's the word now? It's self-paced. So you have not missed out. Anytime you're ready to take your class, just let us know and you have access. Same with the grammar class. You won't be accessing the grammar class now. You can pay now. Make sure you're added to the group. Once you're in the group, anytime you're ready, you access the course. Diction Queen, can you even remember I cannot remember anyone's password. We cannot see your password. You're the one that needs to write a password somewhere. Is it right to say, Ade, John, and Mary, your attentions are needed? Attention. Attention should, excuse me. Attention is an uncountable noun. You should not add at S to attention. So you don't say your attentions are needed. No, your attention is needed. Simple. Even if it's 5 people's attention. Finish reading my message for the new ones. Okay, doctor. Where is the message? Okay, doctor says exactly really feeling bad as you said. 91K for 6 weeks Master Academy, 6K for grammar gain, which I've paid again, and some are having it all for 11K. Please jump at it and take advantage of it. Ignorance is more expensive. Indeed, ignorance is more expensive. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate those words. So doctor is already in the 6 week Diction Master Academy and she paid 20,000. In fact, she paid 21,000. A lot of people, when they want to pay for the academy, they will add that 1 naira for us. Thank you. They would pay 21,000. And now she has also paid for the grammar class. So if she even getting value at the what's it called now? At the academy, at the 6 week academy, I'm sure she would not pay again. So what she's saying is pay if you can afford. Pay right now if you can afford. Because if you can't pay right now, you would have to pay more later. You can afford it, pay it tonight. Please comment on the WhatsApp. I need to confirm I'm on the right WhatsApp. Okay, my teammates, they can hear now, so I believe they'll comment on the WhatsApp. Please take cough lintus syrup. The thing is, cough syrup doesn't work for me. So what I did was I had to get, my doctor gave me long, what do we call it now? Long antibiotic. But I'm done with antibiotics for days now, yet I'm still coughing. I don't know what's wrong. Some people are saying I should try home running. So this is what I intend to do once I settle down. I'll do that yesterday.
Okay. I forgot my password. I want to use forgot password to redeem freebie, but couldn't work. Please reach out to us. We'll work on that. Can we pay tomorrow money for the grammar class? Tomorrow money becomes 25,000 naira. Ma'am, please, is it I am feeling cold or I am catching cold? Okay, when you talk about cold, it always takes the article A. It takes the article A. So you can say, I have a cold. I have a cold. But then you can also say, I am freezing, or it's freezing cold, or I am getting cold. Yes, you can also use I am getting cold, E to C. Okay, my device will go off soon. We would have acknowledged your payment. We would acknowledge your payment. My teammate will do that. If we don't do that tonight, we'll do that tomorrow. What time is the lecture? For the 6 week Teaching Master Academy, Mondays to Friday, you learn at any time. Same with the 6 weeks grammar class. Mondays to Fridays, you learn at any time. It's only on Saturdays that we need to meet for the grammar for the 6 week Diction Master Academy that we then need to meet by 8 p.m. But Mondays to Friday, anytime, early in the morning, late at night, midnight, anytime you're comfortable, you learn Mondays to Friday. Is your name also Rukoya? Yes, yes. My name is Olubukola RB. The R there stands for Rukoya. The B is for Bridget at Balaya. Can we pay tomorrow morning for grammar course? Tomorrow morning the grammar course becomes 25,000 naira. What time will the grammar be? Mondays to Friday for the grammar course. Mondays to Friday you learn at any time of the day. You learn at any time. Mondays to Friday. Um, any other question? Any other question? Please, how do we use has, had, and have? I already answered that. You use has for singular subject. She has. He has. You use have for plural. They have. They have. We have. I have. And you use had for past tense. So you can use had for any of them. She had. He had. They had. We had. I had. He to see. Have you bathed or have you bathed? Have you bathed is correct. You can also say, have you had a bath? If you're using bath, then you need to put a there. Have you had a bath? Bath is a noun. So you need a verb to make it grammatically correct. Have you had a bath? But if you're using bathed is a verb in its past tense. So have you bathed is also correct. Any other question? In the bus or on the bus? In, I mentioned that earlier. When you use in goes with car and taxi. I am in the car. I am in the taxi. But when you're talking about bus, train, and bicycle, we use on. I am on the bus. I am on the taxi. What other question? Maybe you aren't using the right antibiotics for your cough. The cough syrup won't work if the cough is infected. You need to go back to the doctor to run tests to know the right antibiotics to treat the infection. Okay, that's noted. I would work on that. Though I have just made my payment. I hope we'll be giving certificate. Yes, you'll get certificate. Can we say sorry for any inconveniences or sorry for any inconvenience? First, the spelling of inconvenience is wrong. Inconvenience is spelled INCONVENIENCE. That is the spelling. Now, inconvenience is uncountable. You cannot count it. So you do not need to add S to it. So you can say, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I apologize and regret for any inconvenience. Um, Forgive me for any inconvenience. Put to consideration inconvenience. Do not add S to it when it means trouble or person. But when inconvenience means a person or a thing that is causing that problem, then you can add S to it. So it depends on what you're saying. If you're saying the trouble itself, then don't add S to it. Sorry for the inconvenience. But if it's you're talking about the person or the thing that causes that problem, then you should add S to it. What other questions do we have? I am short of word. Am I correct? I am short of. Yes, you can be at a loss for word. Can be short of words as well. So you can be short of words. You need to add s to it. Or I am at a loss for words. I prefer to use loss for words anyway. Will the grammar class help to know how to spell correctly? No, the grammar class will not work on spelling. But we have a course on spelling. The course is selling for 30,000 naira. If you pay tonight, I can give you access to the course for 20,000 naira. It's a 5 days course for spelling. We have a course on spelling. It runs for 5 days. It's not a group class, it's a personalized class. So it's selling for 30,000, but if you pay tonight, I can give you for 20,000. Only tonight. Please, after tonight, it's 30,000. What other question? What other question? Is it right to say come and have a bath? Come and have a bathe. So when you're using the word bathe, you don't need have again. So you can just say come bathe. But if you want to use the word come and have, then you should not use bathe. You should use bath. You should use the bath. Can I say I live on Ade Street? Okay, if you're not mentioning the number of your street, for example, if you're mentioning the number of your street, that is, if you're telling us the exact place, then you can say at. I live at number 5 Ade Street, right? Or I live up the street. I live down the street. I live just up the street. I live across the street. But if you can also say I live I live in the street. Excuse me. But don't say I live on the street. Any other question? My device is on 4%. Can I pay through another person's account? Yes, of course. If you pay through another person's account, all you just need to do is to send the receipt. Not send the receipt. It is the number in which you send the receipt with that will contact you. Yes, you can pay through another person's account. Sorry, I'm skipping your question. Can you resend, please? Which one is the 21,000 naira class? It is a 6 weeks Diction Master Academy class. But tonight you're paying 10,000 naira, 999 naira instead of 21,000. Account number. Let me share my screen. I believe the account number should be in the group as well. The account number should be in the group as well, but let me share my screen here as well. But then you can also access the account number in the group. Oh, that's it. Please get the account number in the group. I don't think I have the account number here. Please get the account number in the WhatsApp group. Also try and access it here. Just that my phone is low. My laptop is off, so I had to change my device to my phone, and my phone is low too. I'm trying to share my screen so you can access the account number. You can keep asking your question as we round off. This is still loading. So the class you're getting for 10,999 naira is the one we used to sell for 20,999 naira. That is a 6 week Diction Master Academy. You're getting it for 10,999 naira tonight. While the grammar class, which is the never released course, it's a new course, is the pre-launch. The grammar class is sold for 25,000, but if you pay tonight, you're getting it for 5,999 naira. So you can decide to get both, or you can decide to get one. Both runs this way, Mondays to Fridays. You learn at your time, your convenient time, any time of the day. This is the account details. Why on Saturday, if you enroll on the 6 week Diction Master Academy, we meet on Zoom at 8 p.m. Both comes with certificates, and both you have lifetime access to the content. Okay, any other question? When do we use upcoming? Upcoming is for something that would happen in the future. How about after confirming payment, how do I access the class? Because I don't have a password yet. You'll be added to the group where you would access the course. Please answer my question. I have asked one question more than 4 times. Apologies. You didn't answer. Grammar class is how much? Grammar class is 5,999 naira. Please pardon till tomorrow morning. I really want to take advantage of this bonus for grammar class. After submitting my assignment, I'm stopping on the road. Is it correct? Yes, you can stop on the road, of course. You can stop on the road. I said I am here to get personalized feedback from the 6 Week Trade Academy. Why? Haven't you been submitting your assignment? If you have been submitting your assignment, then check the group for the personalized feedback. We do that every day, Mondays to Friday at 6 p.m. You notice that by 6 p.m., the assignment group is always locked. It is for us to focus on those that have submitted and send back feedback. We also do feedback at the Zoom session on Saturday. So it's either you haven't been doing your assignment or you haven't been attending the Zoom session. Please explain how to use, uses, and used. Use. When you want to use with a singular subject, you add s. That's when you use uses. She uses the pen every day. He uses the pen every day. When it's past, you use used. He used the pen yesterday. He used the pen yesterday. They used the pen yesterday. When it's plural, you use without the s. They use the pen every night. We use the pen every night. So let me do a recap. Use, U-S-E, without the S. U-S-E. You use it with plural subject. They use. We use. I use. Uses. You use it with singular subject. She uses. He uses. Bukola uses. Use. You use it in the past form. When you're talking about something that has passed, that's when you use. Account number. The account number is on the screen. If I stop sharing, the account number is on the screen. What again? Any other question? This is the account number. The account number is on the screen. Find the account number in the group as well. Any other question? What is the 21K? What courses are we going to be learning? Pronunciation. You'll be learning pronunciation. But of course, if you pay tonight, instead of paying 21,000, you would be paying 10,999 naira. It's the Diction Mastery Academy. You'll be learning pronunciation, accent, and a bit of public speaking. I'd like to see you. I will like to see you. Which one is correct? I would. Would is past tense. Will is present. Will talks about certainty. Will talks about certainty. You're sure. What would sometimes? Would doesn't talk about certainty sometimes. It also talks about. It's also used in its past form. So would is the past tense of will. I think I need to go now. Can I say upcoming artist? No. You say up and coming artist, or up and coming artist, whichever one. Up and coming. Up and coming means somebody that might be successful in future. Why upcoming means something that would happen in future. So upcoming is mainly used for event. Why up and coming is used for people. Okay, I think I've attended to all the questions. You didn't answer my question, mentor. The grammar class is 20,999 naira. What's your question, please? Can you ask it again? Can I ask your question again, please? Can I ask your question again, please? Okay, what's the past participle of drink? Okay, drink can be a noun, it can be a verb. When it's a verb, the past tense is drank, while the past participle is drunk. Drunk is spelled D-R-A-N-K, while drunk is spelled D-R-U-N-K. Is it would continue to encourage him? Is your question is not clear. I'm under the weather. Is it a good one? Yes, it's grammatically correct. It means you're sick. Have you bathed? Is that correct? Yes, but don't put that dash. The ed should be together with bathed, and there should be a question mark. You're asking a question, so you should use a question mark instead of full stop. Please send my picture in document. What picture, please? For someone who may be ill. I don't understand this, Ikechukwu. When can we make use of refuse and refuses? Refuse is used with plural subject. They refuse to come to school. But when you're talking about just one person, singular subject, she refuses. You get it now? So it's just a verb thing, their verb form. You use he, she eats with refuses. But I, you, we, they with refuse. I refuse to go. You refuse to go. We refuse to go. They refuse to go. He refuses to go. She refuses to go. It refuses to go. Any other question? Please, what is the past tense of drink? I've answered that. Past tense of drink is drunk. Why past participle is drunk? I mean, I would continue to encourage him, correct? Yes, I would continue to encourage. Yes, it's correct. Mm. Okay, I think there are no more questions. To everyone who took advantage of tonight's session, thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate you. To those who haven't taken advantage, the night is still young. We will not be sending the replay because we do not want a lot of people to get to know about this. Because once we launch the grammar course, it will be sold at 25,000 naira. Imagine something you're supposed to buy at 25,000 naira, and some people already got it for 5,000. Can you imagine that? So that is always the power of not missing out. So congratulations that you did not miss out. And of course, you saw what doctor said. She's already on the 6-week Diction Master Academy. She paid 21,000, and she's encouraging you to pay. If she wasn't getting value, she will not encourage you to pay. And she has even paid for the grammar class also tonight. But instead of you to have got the grammar class for 25,000 and the pronunciation class for 21,000, you're getting all of those. All of those is 46,000. It's not paying 46,000. If you pay tonight, you get it as just 10,999 naira. That's just like someone who is coming to steal something, or just like we gave it to you for free. But of course, after tonight, it goes back. The account details. This is the account details again. After tonight, it go back to its normal price. That's why we said we will not release the replay tonight. So that's the account details again. The timing of the class for the pronunciation class, Mondays to Fridays, you learn at any time that you want to learn, any time that is convenient for you. For the grammar class as well, Mondays to Friday, you learn at your convenient time. Why on Saturday we meet at 8 p.m. for the pronunciation class. Is there any other question? Here is the account details again for those asking for the account details. Thank you, everyone. Please remember to leave your feedback about this class. Send it to the group. If you join via Facebook, send it on Facebook, tag us. You can also go on our website. Our website is www.fluentspeech.com.ng that is sent to the chat. You can also leave your review there. Or you go on Google My Business, just search our name on Google, Fluent Speech Educational Consult. It's going to bring out our Google My Business. You could also leave your feedback there as well. So thank you, everyone. The Diction Queen needs to go off now. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for taking my offer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful night rest. Bye-bye.